Hi, Ms. Orozco's second grade class. I'm Miss Mallory. I am from the Quinen Street Project, which brings drama into the classroom. Now, on the first day, we read The Sandwich Swap by Her Majesty Queen Rania Al Abdullah. And I have a separate recording of me reading it out loud so that you can listen to it as many times as you'd like. I just want to go over some things that we learned in that first class. So, first of all, what is drama? If you know the answer, you are welcome to say it out loud now. What is drama? It's a very good answer. Drama, in this class, for drama class, we are going to learn how to tell stories. So drama is telling a story. A story could be a movie or a book. For drama class, it's usually a play. So yes, drama is learning how to tell stories. Now, what do we use to tell those stories, and who is telling those stories? Well, first of all, for drama, you are telling the story. And for drama class, you are an actor. You're an actor in everyday life. You are an actor in your own story. But actors, they can have other tools like costumes or props, things that you bring on stage, but you actually have 3 tools on you right now that can help you tell a story or even just act out your everyday life. So, if you remember what those 3 tools are, what are those 3 tools? I'm using one of them right now. As we were doing warm-ups, we were using this first tool and warming that up. So what is this first tool? So the first tool of an actor is your body. It's something that you have on you already. It's something that you have taken a few years to get used to and learn how to use, and it's also a tool for acting. So you can use your body to tell a story. For example, you're telling a story with your face, with your eyebrows, with your eyes, maybe how your mouth is. If I look like this, I'm probably either confused or disappointed. If I look like this, my body is telling you that I am happy or joyful. So that is the first tool of an actor. So let's all do this together. The first tool of an actor is and let's say it out loud, your body. So pat your body, show us what that is. The first tool of an actor is your body. The second tool of an actor is something else that I've been using for the past 10 minutes or so. What am I using to tell you and to teach you? It's coming out of my mouth right now. You can say it out loud if you know the answer. What is the second tool of an actor? That's right, it's your voice. So your voice comes out of your mouth. You use that to tell stories every day. You tell your parents or guardian about your day at school or how you're feeling, and you're telling them your stories by using your voice. And if I sound like this, I'm probably really sad or upset, but if I sound like this, then I can be really excited, and that's how you can tell that I'm excited, is using my voice. Or if someone is yelling, maybe they're angry, but if someone is whispering, maybe they're trying to tell a secret. So that is how the voice is your second tool as an actor. Let's go over this again. The second tool of an actor is your voice. Go ahead and say it out loud and do this action every time. So the second tool of an actor is your voice. Now, the third tool is something that you can't see with your bare eyes. I mean, maybe, kind of, but it's not something that you can look at me and say, yeah, she's using that as a tool. It comes out of your head, and it helps you make decisions and tell stories, and it starts with an I. If you know the answer, feel free to say it out loud. This is the gesture for it. The third tool of an actor is your imagination. If you guys watch SpongeBob, then you know what I'm talking about. So the third tool of an actor is your imagination. Let's all do this together. Imagination. It's the third tool of an actor. And your imagination helps tell a story because you take what's in your head and what your version of a story is, and it brings it to life, right? So you wouldn't be able to tell a story or even hear a story if you didn't have that imagination, right? So if you were telling me about your day at school, I'm using my imagination to picture what it is that you're going through. Or it's your imagination. You're using your imagination to envision it, to see it in your head, to be able to make the words and use the body language to tell me the story. So your imagination can be used to write stories, to tell them out loud, maybe to draw, to sing, just to imagine anything. So a part of imagination is imagine. So it's what you see and hear. It's the creative side of your brain. So again, the third tool of an actor is your imagination. So the three tools of an actor are your body, your voice, and your imagination. Now, something that we are going to learn today, that was what we learned last time I saw you about a month ago. What we are going to learn today is what a tableau is, and that's Tableau. It's okay, don't have to worry about the spelling of it, but it should be tableau. And a tableau is a frozen picture of something. So if I were to give you a frozen picture of what's a good one? A butterfly. Frozen picture of a butterfly, right? How would I use my body to give you a frozen picture of a butterfly? Maybe like this. Is this a butterfly? Are these my wings? So you could do this. Or a tableau of someone who is working really hard on a test is like this. With the pencil in his hand. Right? So a tableau is a frozen picture. A tableau is a frozen picture of something. So we're going to play an activity, we're going to play a game. But first, we need to warm up. You can stay seated for this warm up, but definitely take this time to use your energy and move your body around. First off, I want you to reach above your heads. Act like there's candy in the ceiling. So reach your hands up above your head. You can even act like you're climbing a rope. Now, wiggle your fingers, drop your fingers, drop your wrists, drop your elbows, and then drop your shoulders. Now, take a crayon. This is a crayon in my head. Put it on top of your head, like this, and draw some circles with your head, with that crayon, onto the ceiling. Draw 4 circles. Now do it the other way 4 times. Very slowly. Now, I want you to take that crayon, take it off of your head, break it in half, and stick each half on your shoulders. Here and one here. Now, draw circles on both sides of the room with the crayons on your shoulders. Let's do 4 backwards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now 4 forwards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just heard some bones cracking. Okay, now take these crayons, put them back together. Just put it away for now. Set it to the side. Now, I want you to give me a superhero chest. So what does a superhero chest look like? For me, a superhero chest is nice and big and proud and powerful. So let's do superhero chest. Now let's do a villain chest. Villain kind of just gets small and tiny and evil, right? Now let's go back to superhero chest. Big and proud and out. And then villain chest. And small. Shrink. Now superhero chest again. Now villain chest. Superhero chest. Now villain chest. Oh, okay. Good job. Now, I want you to create a ball of energy in between your hands like this. So clap your hands, knees your hands. Now clap them together and create a warm ball of energy until it becomes nice and warm. Okay, now wake up your body with this ball of energy. Start off with your head, back of your head, your face, your arms, shoulders. Let's go to your chest. Go like this. Ah. Now go to your belly and your back and your hips and your thighs. Now your legs and your calves. Even to your feet. Okay. Now I want you to warm up your face. So make your face nice and big like this. Eyes big, mouth big. Now small. Big. Now small. 2 more times. Big. Now small. Big. And small. Okay. Now we need to warm up our voices and our mouth. So first you're going to blow your lips out like a horse, but don't make any sound and don't make any vibrations with your mouth. You just go like this. Now you can play with sound and vibrating your lips. Play with some sound. Okay, now let's go ahead and warm up our voices and this tool here, our face, our body, our mouths. We're going to do this by going through the alphabet. So with every letter that you say, don't just say A. I want you to use your entire face to do the alphabet. So if I say A, it's A. So make sure to use your cheeks and your lips and your nose and your eyes to do the alphabet. We're going to start at the beginning. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So hopefully your cheeks are all warmed up and loosened now. Now, let's get into some tongue twisters. I have a couple for you. If you know them on your own, you can do your own, but I'll start off with a couple. Unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Now say it again with me. Unique New York. You know you need unique New York. I say it a little bit faster. Unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Now let's try this next one. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. You might know this one already. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. So Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Let's do it a little bit faster. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. So Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. So Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. So Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? A little bit faster. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. So Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? And one more. The big black bug bleeds blue-black blood, but the little black bug bleeds blue. The big black bug bleeds blue-black blood, but the little black bug bleeds blue. The big black bug bleeds blue-black blood, but the little black bug bleeds blue. A little bit faster. The big black bug bleeds blue-black blood, but the little black bug bleeds blue. Oh my gosh. Good job. Give yourselves a round of applause. So last week, or last time I saw you, last month, I read the Sandwich Swap out loud to you, and we talked a little bit about the story afterwards, right? So the Sandwich Swap, first of all, I want to know how you feel when you hear that story. There's no wrong answers. So you can tell me how you feel right now. I definitely felt happy at the end when they came back together, and also when I listened to it and read it for the first time, I felt very understanding, because the two girls, Selma and Lily, they didn't understand each other's cultures at first. They were kind of mean to each other, which sometimes happens, but I think that once they started to understand each other, they were much more accepting, and they were able to come together and work together for a really cool event. So when I heard and read this for the first time, at first I felt sad because it's two girls who are fighting, right? And then you kind of feel guilty because they caused the food fight and they got into trouble. But then they came together in the end, and that was inspiring and made me feel joyful. So the story is about, so we're going to talk about the plot, which is like the point of the story, or like what happens in the story, the characters, and where it takes place. So who is this story about? The Sandwich Swap. What are the two names of the two main characters? I just said them a minute ago. All right, so the two main characters in the story are Selma and Lily. And then the other character, kind of like the supporting character, is the principal, right? So they meet with the principal to talk about what happened, and then to meet up again to give her the idea of the big international food fair. So the principal is in this story. Who else is in this story? It says that they were in the lunchroom, right? So another character, because this does have to do with the story, is I guess the other characters could be the other students in the cafeteria, because they're the ones who start the food fight. So the other characters are the other students. So we have Selma, Lily, the principal, and then the other students in the cafeteria. Where does this take place? This takes place in, what kind of building are they in? Okay, and where are they? Are they at home or are they at, that's right, they are at school. So they are in the lunchroom at school. Part of it also takes place in the principal's office. So that's where it takes place. We don't really know when, except that it's pretty much at lunchtime, right? So it takes place around lunchtime. And why is this important? Why is this story important? Why is this such an important story for you? Think about how you were feeling when you were listening to the story. So this story is important to me because it teaches me that people can come from two different cultures and backgrounds, but they can still come together to understand each other and become better friends because of it. And you can mix your ideas together and work together to make something really cool out of what was an misunderstanding before. So that's why it's important to me. So now we are going to get into an activity called Magic Rocks. So what I want you to do, what we're going to be working with today is your body. So the first tool of you as an actor, it's your body. So that's what we're going to be using in our activity today, called Magic Rocks. So I want you to use your body to make yourselves into little and round rocks. And every time I say magic rocks, I want you to get into this magic rocks position. So if I were to turn into a magic rock, this is what it would look like. So make yourself little and small and round, right? So if I say magic rock, go like this. Not like this, because this is more like a rectangle. Not like this, because this is too big, but little and round. So what do you need to do to get little and round? Remember when we did the villain chest and we became a little bit smaller, and then our faces, when we were doing the warm-up, we made our faces really small like this, right? So let's do that, but with our entire body. So let's make our chest small, make your back kind of round, make yourself small, make your face small, and then just kind of up like this. So that's magic rocks. If I say magic rocks, you do this. Okay. From there, so get yourself into magic rocks. Magic rocks. Okay, stay there. I'm going to tell you to turn into something, and I want you to, I hope you're still a magic rock. Stay small and round and little, but still listen. I want you to turn into what I tell you to turn into. So I'm going to say magic rocks turns into, and then you're going to do it. So magic rocks turns into a giraffe. Show me your giraffe. What does a giraffe look like? So give me a tableau of a giraffe, a frozen picture of a giraffe. If I think of a giraffe, I think of something with a tall and long neck and stands very tall. So if I were to do a tableau of a giraffe, it might look like this. Right? Okay, now magic rocks. Stay there. Magic rock turns to a cat. No, give me a tableau of a cat. Give me a tableau of a cat. Okay, if I were a tableau of a cat, this might be what I look like. Is that a good cat? Show me a better cat. Give me a tableau of a cat. Show me what a cat looks like. Okay, now magic rocks. Get back down. Be little, small, round. Stay there. Magic rock turns to a butterfly. Show me your butterfly. Okay, magic rocks. Magic rocks turns to a basketball player. Show me a tableau of a basketball player. Show me. Are basketball players small and tiny and short? Do they keep in like this, or are they tall and athletic and usually shooting into a basket or dribbling, right? So if I were a tableau of a basketball player, or if I was a magic rock that turned into a basketball player, I'd probably look like this. Maybe like that. Surprise basketball player waiting for a shot. Okay. Now magic rocks. Stay there. Now I want you to think about different emotions. Magic rocks turns to a sad butterfly. Show me a sad butterfly. Okay? Is that okay? Show me your sad butterfly. Magic rocks turns to a sad butterfly. Okay. Good job. Now magic rocks. Now magic rocks turns to a happy giraffe. So show me a tableau of a happy giraffe, not just a giraffe, but a happy giraffe. So maybe it's like this. Sometimes, you see them eating off of trees, so you could be like this, right? Okay, good happy giraffe, good job. Something I want to work out today and to talk about is ensemble. So I believe I introduced you to that word the first week that we were in drama class, but ensemble is E-N-S-E-M-B-L-E, and it's a French word, and it means together. It means to work together. So let's think about some things that require working together in everyday life. Ensemble is really important in theater because you are working with other people. Now, unless you have like a one-man or one-woman show and you're doing all of the acting on stage and bringing out all the props and dressing yourself, and then that's good. But it also takes other people to put a production together. So, ensemble work is really important in theater because we need someone to be in control of the lights. You can't run up to the light booth and the sound booth and then play the sound and then run back over to the stage and then act out and then do all of those things at once. You could if it was part of the performance, but for the most part, there's someone in the lighting and the sound booth operating all of that. And then you have a director. You also have sometimes the playwright or the person who wrote the story is involved. You have all of the different actors on stage, so you have people to interact with and say your lines with, and it's that energy and you saying your lines together. That's what makes teamwork. There's also someone who is a stage manager who is making sure that all of the actors go out on stage when they're supposed to be there, who makes sure that all of the different set pieces, like if there's a table that needs to be put on, then it's usually the stage manager who decides where those things go when they go out. So you have a stage manager, director, who else? Actors, you have the sound and light. The audience can sometimes work really well with the actors on stage. I've definitely been in plays before where I look out into the audience, and if I see someone like smiling or really, really into the show, it makes me feel better about being on stage and engaging with that audience member. So ensemble work is working together. Everyone works together to make drama real and to bring it to life. So let's think of some ensemble work, together, teamwork in everyday life. What are some professions or people that work in teams in everyday life? Tell me. What is one? If I had to choose one, I would say, if I can think of any right now, a profession that requires a lot of teamwork is a doctor or nurse or anybody in the healthcare world right now, right? Especially now, everyone is working together as a team. You have the nurses, you have the doctors, you have the laboratory people, you have the security guards, you have the respiratory therapists, people who take care of your lungs and your airways, you have your eye doctors. They all work together, and the medical assistants, they all work together to take care of you and your health. So healthcare, doctors, nurses, everyone that works in a hospital, that is definitely teamwork. Tell me another job or another everyday situation that requires teamwork. What is another one? For me, I think of restaurants. I love to go out to eat, which is sometimes one of the hardest parts about having to stay at home, right? Even just wanting to, go to Taco Bell, you can't really do that like you did before. But if you think about restaurants or anywhere where they're making you food and giving you food, that requires a lot of teamwork. So if you walk into a restaurant, just say, who's the first person that you see at the restaurant? What are they doing? They are usually the host or the hostess, and they show you to your seat. They give you menus to look at. They are usually answering the phones and taking people's orders or answering questions or taking reservations. And then you wait there, and then they take you to your table. And then you see your server or your waiter or waitress, and they take your order, and they talk to you about the food, and then they take your order into the kitchen, and then that's where the chefs and the cooks are making your food, and they make everything delicious, and then they bring it out, and then the waiters, they bring you your food, yada yada yada. And then that's not it. You also have the bus boys or the bus workers, and they are the people who give you water, and they take the plates from your table, and they make sure that everything is wiped down and cleaned and filled up. So that's another instance of ensemble or teamwork that I can think of. Now, how did today's lesson make you feel? Take the next few seconds to think about how you felt when you did this lesson. How did it feel to use your body as a tool for acting? How did that feel? Were you excited? Were you nervous? Were you scared? Were you bored? Were you happy, joyful? Think about how you felt. Okay. Now, next week we are going to be learning pantomime. Today we learned about Tableau, which is a frozen picture. But next week we are going to learn about pantomiming, which is to move your body and to act something out. So on the count of 3, say drama class. 1, 2, 3, drama class.